So for lunch today, I'm going to make a cucumber and beet salad. I'll put a link below of a recipe that I'm kind of inspired from, but I'm not quite following exactly because I don't have ricotta. I'm either going to use goat cheese, which I have, or feta cheese. But the reason why I'm doing that because I found a bunch of beets in my veggie drawer, and some had gone bad. This one I think like it's just wet from the bad ones that I threw out. But I'm just going to use a couple of beets that I've been meaning to use but haven't gotten to use. So I'm going to use those and some cucumber I have. And I'm going to peel these and then I'm going to shred them. And I'll let you know how that goes. So there's my cucumber. It's about 3/4 of a cucumber. And then those are the peeled beets. I put the peelings in the box for the green bin. And I'm going to see if I can video. I'm just going to try and shred this. I can't do it two-handed. But I'm wearing gloves so I don't make my hands all purple. And so I also used this guard for my mandolin there. And there's the shredded beets. Now I'm going to do the same with the cucumber. And there's the shredded cucumber. I'm unsure if my family's going to like this, so I'm not making a big, huge batch. And if they don't like it, well, then I'll have this for lunch another day, too. Because I have a hankering for salad, so I'm going to make this. I'm going to make a creamy coleslaw, and I think I'm going to make a pasta salad. I'll see what time allows. And then I'm going to put 2 true lemon packets. They're just a dehydrated lemon. In case you don't have lemon, you can always have these on hand. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. And then I'm going to add some basil. Put some more than me shaking it for a bit. There we go. And I'm going to put some olive oil. Where's my olive oil? There, I'm going to put some olive oil. And a tiny bit of water to rehydrate the lemon juice. There's a Chinese soup spoon of water. I'll stir that around. And kind of see what it needs. Not all the slices. Shreds came apart as shreds. Some came as slice with some shred marks. So yeah, just breaking that up. See how that tastes. I think it tastes good just like that. Might need a little bit of lemon juice, but I'll let it sit and marinate. So I have these pasta salads. My husband likes them. My mother-in-law likes making them in the summertime. And I'm going to make some for lunch today, I believe. I'm making some. Whether my family will eat it for lunch or they have other plans or other ideas, I might just be making this for lunches this week. I'm just in the mood to make salads. So, but my family doesn't like a bunch of veggies shoved in there. They don't like the crunch. They just want the pasta. So I was just going to see and boil this and put the seasoning in it. And that's about it. Okay, so I'm just stirring the water. I'm going to do 2 boxes of that. And now I'm just turning this on. There. This Cuisinart has a big, huge hole that could fit like a whole thing in there, versus just a little tiny hole. Wow, that made lots. It's overflowing. At the top there. But that shredded more than the bag coleslaw. And I paid like $1 for my cabbage, and this is like half of it. So a bag of coleslaw is like $1, $1.50 here. And the pasta, water's boiling. The 2 boxes of pasta in there. And then I have the seasoning packets for after. Stir. I should put a little bit of oil in there. I don't like my pasta sticking, and I always seem to just put oil in my water so it doesn't stick like that. There. So there's the cabbage that I shredded. So that was like half of a big head cabbage, and it almost fills my big huge bowl. I don't know how many cups this is, but it's huge. So all I do with coleslaw, because my family are kind of purists and stuff, is all I do is I put salt, pepper, garlic, and mayonnaise. And I'll do that now. So in the time I ground my pepper and salt and just sprinkled garlic powder, my pasta is now done from the pasta salad packets. So I'm going to go drain that too. So there's the pasta salad that's just been rinsed and drained. I'm going to grab some mayonnaise. And then I'm going to mix this up. And then I'm going to use some of the lemon juice from a bottle to give it a little zing. So I added a little bit more mayonnaise, a bit more salt, pepper, garlic, because I found that wasn't enough. But now I think it's perfect. And then I'll start the pasta salad. So here's the pasta salad. Here's the seasoning mix. You can add pretty much whatever you want in the pasta salad. My family doesn't like chunks of onion or celery in it. Sometimes they'll take hard-boiled eggs in it. They don't mind that. But they prefer just to have it plain. But you could put whatever you want, whatever your veggies that your family will eat. And do it however you want. Oh yeah, and I also don't measure. I just poured what I think of the mayonnaise in here. I use Hellmann's, but it calls for Kraft Miracle Whip, but my family doesn't like Kraft Miracle Whip. We prefer Hellmann's, or if I make mayonnaise. So I buy mayonnaise when it's on sale for $2.99 to the maximum of $3.99 a jar. And when I do, I buy like 2 or 3, because we could go a week without using mayonnaise, and then 1 week we can use a whole jar. Depends on what our fancy is. We tend to like mayonnaise in our sandwiches, so if we have deli meat sandwiches, we only put mayonnaise on them. We're not a mustard people. We like mustard on our hot dogs or burgers or breakfast sausages. So this is going to be nice and creamy. Make sure everything's tossed, and then I'm going to put this in the fridge so it can marinate. And we still have plenty of time before lunch. My family's been on and off picking people being sick this week, so my initial menu plan got thrown out the window because they were feeling blah and they had specific wants or things to make them feel more better, or a craving. Today I'm craving salads, so, and I'm like wanting some vegetables, so I'm like, okay, I'm making a beet salad, which I've never made before. So with that salad, I will have some feta cheese that I'll ask people if they want some feta cheese with their salad on their plate. I don't know what we're going to have besides salads, or we might just have salads. So there we go. It's all mixed together. And there we go. That's it. So that all took in total maybe 25 minutes with the boiling of the water, and that not even. So it was not too hard, and that was 3 salads. So whatever we don't use today will be for lunches this week. So okay, also for lunch, I'm going to, I found this in the fridge, needs to be used up. It's a crescent roll thing. It only makes 8. So I'm going to put hot dogs in it with a piece of cheese. I've cut 4 slices of cheese and then cut them into half and put them in the oven to go with the salads for lunch. So, and there it is. It kind of just like literally exploded. I took the paper off. It went kaboom. Okay, didn't need to try and stab that. So now I'm going to try and separate these to make hot dog wraps. So this is real life. So the crescent rolls didn't come out as perfect as they should have. So I'm trying to squish pieces together that broke up. Like, that's not a triangle, but since I'm just making as hot dog but like buns for it, put a piece of cheese, the hot dog, and then I'm going to roll it up. There you go. Nothing too fancy, but I just mentioned to the kids what lunch plans were, and they're like, I don't like beets, or whatever. They do, but they just don't usually get it as a salad. So they like pickled beets, and that's usually the only way that they'll eat them. And there we go, they're wrapped. I put them on a slip lap on the toaster oven tray. I'm gonna put them in the toaster oven since it has a timer and it will shut off when it's done. The oven doesn't shut off when the timer goes off, it just makes a noise. And the last thing I want to do is like burn them. But the slip lap I use all the time for replacement of parchment paper. I still have parchment paper in case I can't find my slip lap, as I've got a couple of these, and sometimes they're in the sink to be washed, or my daughters put them away somewhere that I don't know where they are versus where they should be. So, and also my girls tend to want to use the parchment paper because then it just throws it away versus reusing. And it works better for fitting into like bread pans and stuff. But this you use for anything, and it's great. So now I'm just going to cook these in the oven for 10 minutes. And these just came out of the oven. So these are going to go, I'm going to dish them up 2 per person. And not necessarily the healthiest, but I'm using up what I have. The crescent rolls I get when they're on sale for $1.25 max. I never pay the $1.50 that they usually go for. Some coleslaw. And some beet cucumber salad. And the Kraft pasta salad. There we go. And that's for lunch. So supper tonight's plans changed a little bit. My husband wants to order out some Chinese food to celebrate Chinese New Year. So we found a spot that we like and they're actually able to deliver today. So that's great. Yay. So we ordered enough that we'll have leftovers probably for supper tomorrow if I make something to go with it. So that's the plan. It's something we don't do that often, but we have it in our budget and we had planned to go out this weekend, but everybody feeling sick and not wanting to do it. So that's what we're going to do. Good night.